Today I'm going to be showing you how to get No Man's Sky running on Winlator CMOD 13.1.1 on the Snapdragon 8 Elite. First of all, you're going to want to go to Adreno Tools GPU drivers. You're going to want to click Install Drivers, and then you're going to want to download the file in the description that I've linked. And you're going to want to get the 8 Elite 2-842.6 something, I can't remember the rest of the name, but you'll see it on there, it's the latest one. You're going to want to select that, and then it should appear in here. Then you're going to want to back out, you're going to want to go to shortcuts, you're going to want to go to containers, you're going to go to the container that you're using for this. My one for this example is container 1. You're going to select wrapper, then you're going to select that driver in here. I've already got it selected, and I've unticked this. As I said in a previous video, I don't actually know if that does anything, but that's what I've done. I'm going to scroll down. It's going to be using FX Core. You're also going to be using Proton 9.0 ARM64EC for this. Now, there is a slight issue with that, in that, as far as I've found, you can't install really anything on that. It doesn't seem to work. Maybe there's a fix for that, I don't know. But what I've been doing is going to containers, making a new one, and then the default setting will be the x86-64. I'm using that to install the game. Install it into the D drive. The D drive will just be your downloads folder, and then you can access it from your other container that you've made that has this ARM64 version. I'm going to scroll down and show you the settings I've got here. So as you can see, I've selected the GTX 1060. You can copy all of these settings. They should pretty much just be the default, except for this one, which I've changed to 4096 megabytes. And then you can ignore everything else and just go to advanced. If you scroll down, I've selected FX Core 2508, fastest fast enabled, essential, and those settings below. And that's it. And I'll jump into the gameplay. Here we are in game. That started a little bit there, but works just fine. Everything seems to be completely normal. There's no glitching, there's no problems or anything like that. A little bit shocked that this, of all games, was the one that ran. I mean, I've tried to run so many different things here in the last 4 days or so, and I was almost like pissed off that this was the game that actually ran, because like I've tried everything and I've had such bad luck. I think I just got cursed by Winlator or something in the last 4 days. But of all the games, No Man's Sky, the game that years ago gave me so much shit on my actual computer running, it would just crash on this bit like every single time, and I was like laughing to myself during this exact loading screen the first time I ran it, because I was like, it's gonna run. It's gonna run just to like take the piss. The fact that all those years ago it just didn't work, and now it's working on my fucking phone, it's just, well, you know, I'm not actually complaining, it's just kind of funny. The loading time is actually not that bad. I don't know if any of you watching this have even played No Man's Sky, but I assume you have if you're watching this, and you'll know that it can take a while to get past this bit, especially if you don't have a super high-end PC. But one thing I've noticed is a lot of things load quicker than they even would on my computer, because these phones have like stupidly fast storage speeds. So that's cool. But anyway, here we are. Damn, this looks really nice on this OLED screen. You obviously won't see that in YouTube unless you're on an OLED screen as well. But this looks super nice. It's running at 60 FPS. Really nice. I'll just quickly show you my settings as well. So I'm running... If anyone is interested, I can make a short video kind of explaining how I get these resolutions to fit my screen so perfectly, even though it's not the native resolution of my screen. So the native resolution of my screen is like 2688 by 1216, which is very high resolution. That's like 3.2 million pixels or something like that, which isn't far off of what 1440p is. And obviously running a game at that resolution on this thing is kind of brutal, especially when it's a newer title like this. However, you can't just like you can't just like throw that in and then change the resolution in the game, so you do need to split it to a lower resolution. One thing you can do is just half both numbers on both sides, but what you'll find is maths exists, and that doesn't half the amount of pixels, so it won't look half as bad, it'll look 1/4 as bad, or as good rather. It'll look 1/4 as good, which is a lot less than you probably want to do. In this case, on a game this demanding, I actually am keeping it on that. However, on a lot of games you don't need it to be that low, so you would need to work out a resolution that actually is about half. One thing you can do is just ask ChatGPT, just put your actual resolution of your phone screen in, and then ask ChatGPT to do 50% of the total pixel count, and it will spit out the resolution. Another thing you can do is there's a website, and you know there's some maths you could do. I could do a video explaining that, just let me know if anyone actually wants that. I've got VSync on triple buffered, excuse me, I've got all of the settings on standard, anisotropic filtering 16, ambient occlusion, that one always throws me off, it's just ambient occlusion, that's on standard. It's nice that FSR works, which is, that's cool. On quality it's like, it just looks exactly the same honestly, but it doesn't. So that was a fucking lie. It looks decent, I should say. I've turned off motion blur because fuck motion blur. And amazing. This is insane. The fact that this is running at 60 FPS. I mean, this runs even better than The Witcher. It technically is an older game, I think. No, is it? This came out at a similar time, but it's been updated so many times that you would expect it to run worse than The Witcher, which, at least the version that I was running in my previous video, was the original version of Witcher, so it wasn't, or it was updated, but it wasn't like graphically different, whereas this game definitely is graphically updated. So it's not like this is 2016 No Man's Sky. This is, as far as this update and you know the visuals and stuff, it has been updated. I was expecting to get into the shit and just have it fall apart, have the frame rate just completely fall apart, and it doesn't. It runs fine. Like, I literally don't know the controls. I haven't played this in years, but it holds up. It's fine. Like, you can just fly around, you can go to space, and it's fine. Excuse the strange sort of red particles that are flying over the screen. I'm pretty sure that's just the biome that we're in. It's like a fire planet, so I don't actually think that it's like having any kind of weird issues. But yeah, flying around works fine. I'm just going to get out and like run around and show you a little bit more. Annoyingly, I had to re-record this because it was just like impossible to hear me over the audio of the game. I've turned that down now, so you should be able to hear me just fine. You will see my performance start to get a bit lower over time. That's just the thermal throttling. I am going to buy a cooler, and I will do a review and sort of give my thoughts on whether it's actually helpful or whether it's just like utter bullshit, doesn't do anything. I did get a comment that suggested using one, and he said it made a massive difference, so I expect it will make quite the difference. But yeah, running around no problem. I mean, if you can fly around and it's not dropping huge frames, then you'd expect that you could run around. But yeah, the annoying thing that I was completely losing track of there, vicious ADHD coming out, was that I had already recorded this and it was in the daytime, and of course it would immediately become the nighttime, so it's actually quite a lot harder to see everything, but whatever. All of the stuff works fine. Yeah, I'm utterly shocked. There is one thing I just realised I missed. I will actually include the full settings list in the description as well. But I am using a DXVK version that has async enabled now, so there's basically no stuttering, or rather if there is stuttering it's like micro stutters, or like engine stutters. It's not massive shader compilation stutters, so that's super nice. Also you can do that in The Witcher 3. You can use 1.10.3 I think it is, the async version, and you can turn on async shader compilation, and then that way it won't have these like huge stutters like you saw in the video. But yeah, look at this. What the fuck are you? No, don't fucking run off. Come back, you little fucking troglodyte looking motherfucker. Can I give him food? I am in creative mode, isn't it? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I'm naming you Gooner. What the fuck are you, bro? Why is your head shaped like that? Why is he so quick, bro? Come back. Oh my god. Fucking come back, cunt. Where you heading it? Where you heading it, cunt? Bro, fucking chill out. Gooner, fucking hell, cunt. Bro, he's fiending. Absolutely fiending, mate. Look at him. Induce egg! Jesus Christ. Anyway. Yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed playing No Man's Sky on your phones. Enjoy. Goodbye.